Music is an instrumental part of our lives, and band has taught Bonita the importance of music through marching band, drumline, symphonic band, and jazz band. The band is a strenuous program with as much physical training as many of the sports on campus, but unlike other sports, is throughout the year and not seasonal. Band has been part of Bonita for 111 years and has not failed to impress Bonita with its beautiful melodies and rhythms.
So I've been with the program for 10 years. We have a marching band program that also includes a drum line and a color guard. That drum line and color guard also compete in the springtime in a completely separate competition series. Then we have a symphonic band as well as the jazz ensemble, which also play festivals all over Southern California, all throughout the whole school year. And the jazz ensemble actually plays out private parties and all that kind of stuff too. So it's a very, very involved program. There's so many fun things that we do throughout the year that I don't think you can narrow it down to any one. I would say if you probably ask the students, I would say that they're probably most excited about marching season. The whole beginning of the school year and the freshness and newness of it, plus the idea that we do a themed show that we do throughout that develops and gets bigger and better throughout the course of the year, and it's something that they're really proud of by the end of the year, I think is probably the most exciting thing. Symphonic band, I don't think, because it's not a physical activity, is not as exciting and energetic, and so I think, and I also think that the kids are in general more interested in the marching music than they are in traditional classical, symphonic music.
What's the hardest thing about
I'd say the hardest thing about band is trying to motivate myself to practice every day.
Training the freshmen, because they don't know how to do anything when they come to pit, so we have to teach them everything.
Remembering the shows, I guess, like when you're on the field trying to remember where you're going. I mean, it's not that hard after a while, but at first learning it.
The hardest thing about band is just keeping up with the level of excellence that's demanded, and if you're a section leader like me, you're like pushing the rest of the group to succeed as well, so that's always a big challenge, I think, just to meet the demands that the judges are looking for the various competitions.
Well, for me, it's getting up at 5:30 to go to jazz band, but that's not everybody.
Definitely how many hours a week we have to come to band after school, sometimes before school.
All the time it takes, definitely, because I mean, we're here, like we live in that room right over there, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it takes a lot of time, so you have to be committed, otherwise, yeah.
What's the hardest thing about band? Probably keeping track of all the different performances that we have. I mean, there's so much going on between the pretty much 4, sometimes 5 different performing ensembles that we have going on all at the same time. Trying to keep track of who needs what and who needs this when, and logistics of transportation, and getting everybody where they need to be and all that kind of stuff. It's like a puzzle sometimes.
The band becomes quite close over the school year, especially when all the students stay in the program through all their 4 years at Bonita.
What is the best thing about band?
We're all like a family. Like in our sections, we each have like our own little families, and we hang out like outside of band too. So that's really cool.
I guess, okay, the best thing I think is the football games, because it's really fun to go there and like hang out with all your friends and play really loud music and stuff.
Oh man. Well, I like band because I feel like everyone's like a big old family, and even though we have our like differences at times, basically we're all coming together for the same kind of a goal. You know what I mean? We're all doing the same show, we're all out there getting the same score. So even if those people are different like skill levels, everyone's working together and helping each other out.
I would say just like the people, we all get along really well, and I mean like there's like never really a time where people are like not getting along within the band, and we know when to come together and like put aside our differences just to accomplish something.
I'd have to say like the community that we have. It's kind of like all these different kids that are all have like their different interests, and then we all like come together.
I think it's the fact that everybody's welcome, that everybody's treated fairly, that it's a safe environment, that it almost becomes like a family, and we work so close together for such a long period of time. You know, for the 4 years that somebody's in the program, they get so many different experiences and so many different opportunities to perform, and it's a very positive, nurturing environment where, you know, anybody can be successful if they put their strength and energy into it.
And I would definitely call it a family.
Their own little families.
They're like a little family.
Family.
Families in the...
Like a family.
Finally, performance day is here.
Do you think there are any like sectional rivalries?
I don't know. Personally, for me, it's like flutes versus everybody. But no, I wouldn't say so. I think that's calmed down over the years, I think.
Definitely between flutes and clarinets, because they think they're the most intelligent and they got their stuff together, but it's really us. So
I would say that pretty much everybody hates the trumpets because they're really pompous and bad and annoying.
I mean, I just know that the pit's better than everyone else, so.
Yes, trumpets suck.
Saxophones suck.
Well, flutes are better than clarinets, so.
Oh, I know there are. I don't understand them. I don't understand why they have to be so antagonistic with each other. They all want to believe that they're better than each other. Certain groups that are a little bit more, I'll say, vocal, and their perceptions of that might not always be right, I'm not sure. But it brings the sections together to be even tighter knit families within the larger extended family of the band. So I think it's positive as long as it doesn't get out of control. And, you know, we do a pretty good job of keeping it under control. So.